805 point up on the bank nifty. uh, you know what is unusual today is most of the stock creating large volume are of red in clear, like downside. Okay, now coming to the topic for the day, positions built ahead of the series. So for this topic, I'll explain the method what we have used, and then we'll talk about uh, give me a minute. I'll have to pull up. Yeah. Then we'll talk about the position. So see, there are many ways to find what kind of positions are built. The one is that people use rollover data, or people use absolute open interest data. What we do, we see an average position of the last 3 months. For example, if you see on my screen, you get to see about this is stock LTTS, and this data is of the first Friday. So every time a new series started, in the last 4 months, the by and large size is about 25,000. Share in the open interest. But if you see today, it is almost like uh, nearly double than the last month, and 75% higher than the average. Okay, let's see one more stock. This is a LIC. Every time the series starts, it starts with around 1.5 lakh shares, and then this series we're starting with nearly double, 3 lakh shares. So I just wanted to come alive and discuss about the stock which have built seriously large positions. So method is very simple. We have used the um, previous, Jan, Feb, March, first day of the series, and then today. So, so if you see LTTS, yeah, 62,000 was the average size, and then it started with the 1,28,000. Similarly with LIC, these are the share. If you see, we have a large, positions built up. Okay, there's another share called Ramco Cement. Just one so that now, what is important here? We should not be only looking at the build up, because that build up is not always long trade. It could be a short trade. So, ideally, once you have picked up the stock, which you see a large positions are built, we have to go back and um, decode these. Are these are long or short? So, what I do, I use um, relative strength, like I use ROC, or the relative strength of the 7 and 14 days. So, in case of LTTS, the stock which have the highest position built over the last 4 5 days, when these positions were getting created, the relative strength were just showing negative against the Nifty. So it was very evident at that point that uh, these are the short positions. Okay, but then as the series progresses, we'll see all these stocks. So let's see once LTTS, how does the chart look like. Yeah. So another stock so these are the stock I'm tracking out of that file, like Syngene, GNFC, CUB. CUB is the one which I see a lot of large positions are built across the future site. So these are the stock I'm tracking, and let's add. Um, anyway, I want to add this. LIC is the first stock. Yeah, LIC has seen quite a few, like a few upside and downside today, but in LIC is on the relative strength is a long build up. Okay, this is not a recommendation. I'm just talking about the the positions we have built, ahead of the series, and these are few of the stocks I'll be tracking throughout this week. So we had a file. By the way, I'm tracking the volume as well, like today's volume against the historical volume. And what we see, stock, there are many stock which have built really large volume, but then these are mostly on the red side, and the Nifty is up by 150 points. So things are not very much in line with market. Like the stock which are creating volume are having a negative day, and then the stock which are green are not having solid volume. So any move without the volume is I mean, to me it is always suspicious. Okay. So let's see. So Kotak Bank is one of that. I mean, these positions were built much ahead of the start, and needless to say, I mean, we have seen the result. So these are the few positions, I'm tracking. Allow me a minute. I feel, give me a minute, please. Um, yeah, I'm just tracking the market as well while we're talking. Yeah, I've got a few. So let me see moderate panel if any questions. Right, if you have any questions, just drop in your questions. I'll be more than happy to answer that. Um, yeah. So on other side, other than this, there are stocks creating, a large volume. For example, I just sorted out on the volume like Apollo hospitals. By the way, Apollo hospital was open equal to high, so not much. Ritika, I don't recommend on the stock, but I'm just telling where the market are positions, and these are the large positions built ahead of the new start of a new series. Usually, 8 out of the 10 times we have seen this stock perform either up or down. So I'm not going to say you long or short. That's up to you to decide. Long or short. I can tell you where which stock have large positions built. Okay, yeah. Uh, Devraj, IRCTC and all, there are solid positions are getting built. I mean, I was. So what I'll do, I'll just run through all the stocks. You can, or you can see this here and then do your due diligence. So these are compared to last one, and these are compared to, historical. So let me put it there. Yeah. So Ramco Cement, LTTS, and then Idea, Persistent. So what is common thing? A lot of cements are there in the large built up. So yeah, cement should be in the focus. Outlook on HDFC Bank, Ritika. HDFC Bank just came out of the result and did nothing. Okay. By the way, a day before the result, there were good amount of 15,000 lots of call and put sorted, and it resulted into doing nothing. Okay. Um, रोहित सर देखो ऐसा है कि this topic is on the start of the new series, and um, this all non-derivative stocks will take up on the Friday. Okay. Because that need a lot of other data point to be looked after. So I prepared for start of the new series. Okay. So if you have a question on F&O, you know, any stock which you see here having a solid position build up, you can ask me.